What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is how to get more results with women. All right. If you want more results with women, you want women to respond better to you, you want to get that rotation or get that girl or create that sex life or whatever it is you want, you have to become more alpha. What do I mean by becoming more alpha? You have to become more king-like, more boss-like, more emperor-like. You got to see yourself as number one. You got to see yourself as I deserve results. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get those results. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with making excuses. I'm done with limiting beliefs. I'm done with letting my past, determine my future. I'm done with that shit, man. You tap into this new version of yourself, this more powerful version of yourself, right? Where you say enough is enough. I'm going after what I want. And it's like you step into your masculinity. You truly just step into your masculinity. It's when you just start getting assertive. You start getting logical and bringing order to your life. Right? You get clear on exactly what you want, clear on the exact results you want with women. Don't limit yourself. Exactly what you want. I didn't limit myself. When I decided to handle my dating life, I said exactly what I wanted. I wanted a girlfriend. I wanted to lose my virginity. I wanted to, pull. I wanted to be able to pull girls like from the club. I wanted to be able to meet girls in the daytime. I wanted to be able to be a man and lead, right? I wanted to be able to have a rotation of women. Like, I set clear goals and I went after them. And it's not like I sat around and just hoped for them. I went after them. I started applying that alpha energy to my life. I kicked women off the pedestal. I stopped putting them on the pedestal and started putting myself on a pedestal. I deserve women. I started, saying that to myself. I deserve women. Right? And instead of me chasing women, I focused on how can I become attractive to women? How can I become alpha? And alpha to me, it means how can you dominate? How can you start dominating? Right? How can you dominate a woman's mind? Like, make her, not only do you want her to be attracted to you, you want her to desire you. Right? Because attraction is cool, but she can be attracted to a lot of guys, right? You want that intense desire where she wants you so badly, she craves you. And that's only gonna happen if you step into your masculinity and you just start making shit happen. You look at, okay, what can I improve about myself? Like, what will make me sexy to a woman? Like, what do I need to do? And for me, I focused on character. Because I peeped, I realized that women, they're seeking that man that can lead them into the experiences they want in life, who can lead them through a variety of emotions. They just want to feel good. They want to feel good around a masculine man who can ground out the energy and keep them safe, right? And there's different types of women out there. You got to find the type of women that are seeking you as a man. Right? You don't want to be mingling with the wrong type of women. There's certain women out there that are not going to go for a guy like me. And I accept that. I go and find the women that want a guy like me. What do I bring to the table? Right? I bring grounded masculinity. Right? When a woman hangs out with me, she feels safe. She knows that I can handle the environment. She knows that I can, lead her. She knows that I can communicate authentically so we can have a real conversation and connect and drop the bullshit, drop the shields, drop the facade, and just have a real soul-to-soul conversation. She knows that I won't take her shit, right? Like, if she gets disrespectful, I'll check her, right? She knows that, I won't let anyone kill our vibe, right? If somebody tries to, fuck with the vibe, I'll say, hey, man, go over there. Or, hey, man, we're talking right now. Or, you know what I mean? She doesn't have that burden of, what if something happens? What do I do? I will handle everything. So she can just be feminine. She can trust that I will handle shit with my masculine energy so she can be feminine. Because women want to be feminine. That's their nature. They want to be bubbly. They want to be sexual. They want to have a good time. But there needs to be a man strong enough so that they can feel comfortable doing these things. Right? It's interesting. So women will, with one guy, she'll be like one type of way, like very conservative and reserved and, you know, polite and shit like that. And with another guy, she's a freak. Why is she, you know, one way with one guy and one way with the other guy? It's because of the way the guy's communicating and how he's carrying himself and how he expresses himself. Right? One guy sees himself as alpha, the other guy sees himself as beta. What is alpha? What is beta? Alpha means he sees himself as number one. He sees himself as the prize. Beta sees the woman as number one. Right? And he sees himself as he's lucky to be with her. So she's going to treat him as such. She's going to treat him like a fan. And then the alpha, she's going to treat the alpha like a king. And it literally just comes down to the way they carry themselves. You have some guys out there who are not that physically attractive, but they carry themselves with this alpha presence. And they are respected and loved by men and women. And it's not about looks, not about their money, it's not about their resources, it's about their character. It's about their vibe, their energy. It's about what they bring to an interaction. Right? Like, it's cool. Like, I respect a man who carries himself as an alpha. I'm not going to try to fight him for his alpha position. I'll be like, cool, like, we can vibe it out. We can, you know, we can be alpha together in the environment. Okay? And whoever demonstrates the most survival will be the top guy. And I'm fine with that. If somebody's demonstrating more survival, then let him be the alpha. That means I need to level up. Right? Like, I see this challenge. I see this as friendly challenge. When I see a guy show up and he's demonstrating more masculinity, more confidence, more certainty and shit like that, I'm like, oh fuck, I need to step my game up. I don't get butthurt and turn into a white knight and say, oh, he's arrogant and this and that. Shut up. Like, dudes saying stupid shit like that because they don't want to do what it takes to become alpha. It's not easy. Not everybody's natural. I wasn't a natural. I had to work on my character. I had to work on my confidence. I had to work on my embracing my masculinity. I had to work on embracing my sexuality. I had to work on my leadership skills. I had to work on my communication skills. I had to be able to learn how to be vulnerable. Not vulnerable in a pussy way, but vulnerable in the sense that I can talk about who I am. I could talk about my past. I could talk about my old insecurities and have no issue with it. Because I'm strong enough. I faced myself. I faced my past trauma and learned to forgive those who hurt me in the past. I faced my insecurities, right? I faced my old limiting beliefs, reframed. I've reframed everything. Like, that's what we got to get good at, is we need to reframe the shit that's not working for us. Whatever's not working for you, you got to reframe it. Like, if you have certain beliefs and they're holding you back, you have to reframe that shit, or else you're going to stay in the same condition. You can't go into a new condition and hold on to the old identity. You have to create a new version of yourself. The old you has to die. Like, if you've been beta, if you've been a nice guy, that version of you has to die. And you have to start being alpha. You have to start, you know, being more assertive, being more real with people, saying it like it is. And being able to handle challenge. Fuck it. If you got to go and learn martial arts because you're afraid somebody might whoop your ass, go and learn martial arts. Whatever you got to do so you can become more masculine, more alpha, and more assertive with people. And women are turned on by that vibe. They're turned on by a guy who doesn't give a fuck. A guy who can speak up. A guy who can lead. A guy who sees himself as a king. Right? And a guy who doesn't have her on a pedestal, because when guys have her on a pedestal, they can't be free. They can't be authentic. Their communication is inhibited. It's filtered. And she can tell. And it fucks with the energy. Like, we got to understand there's like energy. When a male and female communicate, there's energy flowing. And if the male's energy is restricted and inhibited and filtered, it doesn't flow properly. Right? It doesn't come across. And so she can tell like, oh, something's not right here. And so she will logically come up with a reason why she doesn't like you, but it's because your vibe is off, man. You're not tapped into your masculine energy. You're not being alpha, right? We hear these stories all the time. I just read a book a few months ago. Even in the book, there's this dude that's like, he likes this girl and he's friends with her for years. And then some alpha dude shows up and makes out with her in a week, and she's into him. Because he's alpha, he doesn't give a fuck. He's not a nice guy. Being a nice guy does not get you women, period. It gets, what it does is it gets people to like you, right? But do they really like you though? Like when you're being nice, you're trying to make people like you, you're trying to get their validation. That's not the real you. The real you doesn't give a fuck. The real you just says what you want to say. The real you just does what you want to do. And that's what's going to attract the right people. We want to attract people with the same values, the same beliefs, right? The same understanding, the same perspective, you know, like that's who we're going to be able to vibe with. But if we're not expressing ourselves freely, if we're not able to just say it like it is, right? It's a facade. If we're not doing that, if we're not being real, if we're not being authentic, we're being fake, straight up. A nice guy is a fake guy. He's trying to make people like him. You can't make everybody like you. You gotta be you authentically. You gotta be polarizing when need be. Just don't, you know, one thing about me, I'm not gonna go around violating anyone. I'm gonna speak my mind, I'm gonna say how I feel, but I'm not gonna like try to violate someone, like say some disrespectful shit. I'm not cool with that. I'm talking about just being you, right? Like if you're a sexual dude, if you like sex, then talk to the woman about sex. Don't think, oh, I can't talk to her about sex because that. No, if you like to talk about sex, talk about sex. Just don't say anything disrespectful, right? Like don't say, oh, you know, I want to suck on your tits if you just met the girl or whatever. But you can tell her though, hey, you know, I'm a tits guy. You know, I love tits. You know, I appreciate tits. But you don't have to say, oh, I want to suck on your, like, you know, don't violate her. But let her know the type of guy you are. And if she doesn't like that, then you just walk away. Don't stay in there try to compromise. Oh, okay, she doesn't like when I talk about that, then I'll talk about something else. Get out of here. Talk about what you want to talk about. Express yourself the way you want to express yourself so you attract the right girl. There's sexual girls out there, right? There's all kinds of different girls. You just put being alpha means you express yourself how you want and you let the right people come to you. So when I go out and cold approach women, I'm not going out like, how do I make her like me and shit like that? No, I'm going out and I'm like, I'm going to go and express myself. And if I connect with some women today, then that's great. If I don't, then it's all good. I'll probably connect with some women the next day. Because one thing about me, that's what it means to be alpha. It's like if you don't get what you want on day one, you keep going until you get what you want. Maybe you don't get what you want until day 30, but fuck it. As long as you get what you want, you get what you want. And that's the mentality of the alpha. The alpha will go through rejection, right? He will make mistakes. He will get embarrassed, but he'll get what he wants at the end. And nobody cares about all the rejections, right? Once you get what you want, people will like, oh shit. You know, if you get a fine-ass girlfriend or you get some girls, whatever, they're not going to be like, so how many rejections did you go through? Nobody gives a shit. It's just you know, in our heads, we think, oh, if I get rejected, I have no self-worth. It's not true, man. Everyone gets rejected. It's just people try to act like they don't. People, you know, social media, they just show the good parts of their life. They don't show when a person rejected them or when things didn't go their way. They don't show that shit. They only show the good shit. But see, me, I already know that they're bullshitting. They can't fool me. I know everyone is in a human experience. Everyone takes L's. Everyone gets rejected. I respect the man who can get rejected and keep going. The man who could take an L and get up and take a W next. The man who can have a bad game but come back and have a good game right after that. The man who could miss 10 shots in a row and still shoot another shot and then he finally makes that one. Like, that's what I respect. And that's what we need to respect. That's what we need to value. Perseverance, discipline, courage, relentless energy, the ability to keep going no matter what. Right? That's what it means to be masculine. That's what it means to be alpha. And that's the type of man that gets women. Not beta, not nice, not soft, not people pleaser. An assertive, masculine, grounded, authentic, and confident man. All right, so that's the advice for today. If you like to work together, right? If this is an area of your life, you know, confidence with women, this is something you want to work on. You want to become a beast. You want to be able to walk up to women with supreme confidence, the ability to express yourself authentically, the ability to lead, the ability to handle rejection and keep moving forward, the ability to communicate the most attractive version of yourself, the ability to get the exact results you want in your dating life. Join the Unbreakable Beast program. It's an 8-week coaching program. It's one-on-one. We're jumping on calls each week. And I'm giving you the exact steps you need to take to create the results you want in your dating life. You want a girlfriend? I'll show you how to do it. You want a rotation? I'll show you how to do it. You just want an abundance of women? I'll show you how to do it. Whatever it is you're trying to do in your dating life, I'll show you how to make it happen. How you can make it happen. Not by luck, not by chance, by your masculine energy penetrating into the world and getting what you want. All right? If you're interested, let me know. Right now, I have one spot left in my program. I'm doing a special. It's $597. I have one spot left. If you want that one spot, let me know. The program's normally $1,500, but I'm doing a special for $597. It's one spot. So if you want it, hit me up right now. We'll make this shit happen. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.